Oh, I'm gone. Hold on. There we go. I should be here soon. Hi. Hello. How is everybody? Hi. There is a fair amount of delay on the stream. I apologize for that. I will be on in uh yo, how's it going? Hi Yale. It's good to see you. I hope things are good. Oh, don't worry about the delay. Okay, that's good. All right. The delay is partially over on YouTube. By the way, I am dual streaming on YouTube now. You've probably seen it. Hi, it's good to see you. Uh, by the way, I hope yeah, it has been a while. It's good to see you. But yeah, no, I hope that uh Kawhi, that one person, didn't try and contact you. Yeah, no, I started dual streaming onto YouTube. That's so that I don't have to spend so much time editing VODs. I'll never have to catch up again. It's wonderful. But yeah, no, I hope that person hasn't been messing with you too much, if at all. Oh, that's good. Hopefully you blocked him. All right, let me get to let me actually close that. I had to do some adjustments on a thumbnail because it was too big to be put on the YouTube stream. But I have thumbnails for that because you get to upload thumbnails and shit. But yeah, no, today we are going to be working on some concept art for my funny clown platformer. But yeah, no. So I before I get to that, I think I might do an announcement, like a little bit of an announcement for anybody else watching, I guess. Okay, so I'm looking at my YouTube stream. It still says I'm on starting soon, but that's not accurate. Hold on. How's that? Okay, I'm gonna have Twitch be my primary stream to look at for now, just cause. Yeah, it's interesting. We're sort of learning technical difficulties right now. Uh, I don't want to reset stream key. Sorry, I'm a learning process. Oh, that was a bad delay. Okay, so that's a bit of a problem. I can hear myself on the YouTube. Uh, that is interesting. Oh, let me view my channel and watch as a live. Okay, that's interesting. Is that shouldn't be. Okay, that's fun. Probably works differently. Okay, so I'll sort of explain what I've had to do to get things to work on YouTube. So I have a default canvas in OBS that goes to you over here on Twitch. Then there is a separate YouTube canvas because it's against terms of service on Twitch to show another place's chat on the Twitch stream. So I've had to make a separate canvas. What that has meant is that basically YouTube is seeing something differently. However, it looks like starting soon, but my mic isn't on for starting soon. If I swap to that, will that be no? Okay. Yeah, so on YouTube I've swapped to art time, which is my art thing to try and snap it out of its general malaise, its general issues. But it seems that's not working. So, eh, we'll figure it out. That being said, I will officially switch to art time. Uh, oh, it's swapped. It's swapped. It's just delayed. I think. Yes. I think. Yes, yes. Okay. It is switched now to. Well, if I swap and then swap again, uh, let's see how things go. Because, okay, it should be working. It worked last time. It worked on Tuesday. Th- you know what? I'm just gonna let that be. Technical difficulties will be as they are. And then we will go to Outer Wilds music, make sure that it is looping. And that should be working. Okay. Maybe reload that a little bit. Reload my stream manager, I think. I can do that. And then okay, no, it's just showing my I'm gonna test something real quick. Before I like actually get to drawing. I'm gonna swap to this. This is my gaming thing. Right? This is my funny little gaming thing. I'm seeing if it's just messed up. There's a lot of a delay on YouTube, don't mind me. I'm just keeping an eye on that. Okay, it didn't switch. So I'm gonna go back to art time and now we're gonna work on art. But yeah, no, I've been doing concept art, for like this little platformer that I want to work on. I decided to do it in chapters, sort of like a worldlet chapter, just to make it so I can release this within the next half decade. Hi, Cat. Hi, Penelope. Hi, it's good to see you. You want up? Oh yeah, I think you may have seen it. Oh yeah, I'm a big fan too. There's definitely gonna be a lot of work being done to make everything super fantastical. Uh, however, I've based sorry for I've based all this on local Oregon like sea life. Oh, this reminds me. So I will show the screenshot of what Kawhi messaged me with that led me to decide, yeah, that's a fucking scammer. Just to show everybody, this is part of the public announcement. Insert as new layer. So this is what they said. By the way, where are you from? Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? If they had actually watched my content, they would know what state I'm from. They would know. Because I'm very transparent about being from Oregon. I am very proud of this state. I love living here. And I want to share that love with other people. And so, like... And also the, if I help you get more members in your server, what will you give me in return? I can get people on my server on my own. People will join as they wish. By the way, and I know you're already in it, so this show is not for you. And not that phrase, yeah, the phrase. Piano for everybody who's not already in the server. On both chats, you can do !Discord in order to get a link to the Discord. Uh, very exciting, very cool. Uh, I will do the shield myself. I don't need anyone else to do it for me. Is this the right layer? Yes. And also, I don't think I've explained, this is based on an actual, like, local thing. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. Wanted you to pay for a commission? Oh, yeah, oh, wait, no. Talk to me, wanted me to, yeah, I read that right. It's a little fucked. That's a little mess. Hey, would you like to pay for a commission? It's like, man, no. But yeah, no, so, I guess I showed that on the stream. It doesn't seem to be showing on YouTube, so what I'm gonna end up having to do is get the VOD from Twitch in order to upload it to YouTube. That's fine, these things happen. Well, we'll figure it out. I think the problem is that I changed it back to 60 frames a second. Like, that was the default on Twitch, and then I lowered it to 30, and then I started getting keyframe issues, and then I switched it back to 60, and it seems like I'm still getting that. So I think I'm just gonna move it back to like 30 frames. Where's the proper? There's the brush. There we go. Yeah, and like with this person, if they were like trying to, I don't know, get information on me to blackmail me or steal my information or something, like, how do I put this? I don't keep my name private, like my real name private, for really privacy reasons. It's because, like, I want to separate them, not because I'm like, oh, you can't know my secret identity. Oh, you oh my god, if you guys found out that I was Bruce Wayne all along, I'm finished. Oh, you can't know that I'm Clark Kent. It's not like a big secret thing that somebody's gonna be able to extort me for money with. Like, a friend of mine has accidentally said my full government name on stream before on accident. And it's not, like, that big a deal. It's not in any of the VODs because I edited it out, but... And like, faked it being, like, a technical difficulty or some shit. But, like, I don't know. My Google is quiet. I'm gonna mute that. Okay, so it's showing your messages on the YouTube one, which is good. It's just not swapping between, which is fascinating. And I can tell it's the YouTube canvas because the chat looks different. Or the chat should look different. Oh, I accidentally messed up. Hold on. Right time. There we go. But yeah, no, and they sort of prompted me to add some, like, actual rules to the Discord, which I probably should have done. Nothing too major, right? Most of it is common sense. Like, one of them is just, yeah, follow Discord terms of service. Which, like, shouldn't even have to be a rule, but it's probably good. Lowest common denominator. You know, sort of no slurs or derogatory language. Make sure that if somebody in the Discord is trying to message you, that you only message them if you trust them. You know, that sort of thing. That was instated because of, you know, them. A little bit of a fun fact. I don't know if you know this about Dune, and trust me, this is related to what I'm drawing. Frank Herbert's Dune, the novel, was inspired by him seeing the coastal dunes of Oregon, and seeing like how the grass was like starting to pop out like out of the dunes, and so like see here's the coast, here's some grass, and like seeing that inspired Dune. Like it wasn't the only thing, a lot of stuff inspired it. Like basically conglomerating different Middle Eastern cultures um into the it's the Fremen, right? Yeah, the Fremen. But like a big inspiration for him was this beautiful state, and it's one of the only places on Earth where you can get dunes, like proper sand dunes on the coast, surrounded by a forest. Like these dunes are surrounded by a forest. I don't know what to tell you. And then the actual desert in Oregon, because there are Oregon deserts. We border the Great Basin, you know, Nevada, that area. Uh, Down south a little ways is the Mojave. You know, patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter and all that. Uh, is a very rocky desert. So the environments here are wild. Oh, I completely forgot. I was gonna search up uh the reference for this big rock. Uh at low tide images. I want to show at low tide because there's in between Haystack Rock and the normal coast, there are tide pools. And so I'm trying to find a good image for it. Oh, I should add more green because there's like algae and shit. I can do that. I can do that in the actual areas. And basically the first like big platforming thing, like maybe the first level or the first couple of levels, is going to be um what is it? Is going to be like on land in the tide pools, and with like some obstacles being like sharp barnacles, and like big snappy clams. Like I can show like here, this is sort of the idea. And then they go down into the water, and it's like our local like kelp forest. And then this is sort of to bring attention to the fact that overpopulation of urchins is ruining the environment. Plus, like a native shark, just a native shark species, in sort of like a fun little chase sequence, and then it chases you down to like here. You know, you're going into the caves. It's a lot tighter. Stuff slowly gets darker, and then you go down to, you know, the abyss. A cat wants into my room. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. It's good to hear from you, old girl. Hi. And when I call her old girl, fun fact, that is because she is 19, almost 20. She's 19 going on 20. I am only 2 years or so older than my cat. You know, like going into the abyss, something sort of like Rayman Origins. And then you pop, you know, eventually you pop out, sort of things betwixt Dark Souls 2 style, where it's like the dark area and then boom, blast of light, you're in a new area in Cloud Atlantis. Hi, Missy Miss, you're yelling at me. What you doing? Hi. And then at the end, you do this sort of boss fight that introduces this mechanic of like basically being a bit more of a shoot 'em up, but like from the back rather than from the side or top. Uh, Going up against this boss, so that it ends all the way up here. This is sort of the ending of it. And then once I'm done with this, which is it's very likely to happen, considering I've been making progress. We're gonna be getting to more defined, like actual proper concept art. This is to get ideas across, and there will be points where I make things more fantastical. Everything's gonna be obviously like a set. Everything's gonna obviously be props and such. I've talked about this many times. I've talked about this many times. Okay, so I'm looking at the YouTube stream. It's just that there's a massive delay. Like insane. Like it just turned from when I tried out doing the what was it? The gaming stream to screen to see if things are working. That's fine. That's fine. I can fix that later. I can lower the frame rate again. I don't know how to fix the keyframe thing. Every tutorial I looked up was from a much older version of OBS with like a different layout of settings. And so that's just something I'm gonna need to figure out. Ugh. Alright, there we go. And then if I look at over here, bam. Alright, things are epic. A thing I want to do with most of the enemies, I brought this up before, and I've sort of done it a little bit with this, is that all of them are going to be my funny little guys. They're gonna be in like a suit. That's sort of the deal. They're in costume. They're on the job. Uh, I want most of the like vibe of the game to be very lighthearted. Right? The enemies aren't actually your enemies. Uh, anything like that. I heard my voice for a moment and then it disappeared. Oh, it's my Twitch? Is it buffering that bad? N no. No, it's fine. That's a kind of buffer noise I've never heard before. And my internet can't handle both 60 FPS, I guess. Which is very fair. Uh, will it be hard to pass the game? I mean, no. I, the, the difficulty, I guess, will be subjective, but I want it to be approachable. I want it to be sort of, just a good fun time, right? Everything's super lighthearted. The difficulty will get more as the game goes along, but like, it's meant to be approachable. It's meant to be cute, not necessarily casual. In terms of difficulty, I'm thinking somewhere around what, oh, let me turn this all the way up to the big 100. No, that's about right. That's fine. Bam. Uh, a big inspiration for me is definitely Rayman Origins. And so I'm thinking difficulty similar or maybe a little easier than that. There are some parts of that game that are absolutely atrocious. I forgot to lower this a little bit. Now let me get it to like, I don't know, 21? Yeah, about as good. Oh no, it should be like 30% opacity. Yeah, something like this, maybe. Wah wah. and I can always fix this up later or not. It's fine. Have you played Rayman Origins? I'm thinking of playing it on stream somewhat soonish. Like, as soon as I can slot it in. Because, and I'm gonna be honest with you, the version that I'm playing on my computer is not an official release. And the reason for that and why I don't feel bad is I've already bought the game like 3 times. I have 3 separate copies of the game legitimately. I haven't heard of it too. Well, it's very good. I can sort of do a little bit of a run through of the history of Rayman a little bit. I think that might be a good thing to do. So basically, PlayStation 1, everybody's moving to do 3D games at this time because it's the new big thing, right? But the people that worked on the game, which I believe now are either a part of or they always were, the Montpellier team for Ubisoft, they decided we're gonna make a 2D platformer game that is carried by its charm, its whimsy, its aesthetic. 3 times? What's up? What happened 3 times? Oh, there we go. While I await your answer, I will continue the story. Oh yeah, the three times I bought the game 3 times. Yeah. So 2 literally, 3 on a technicality. See, I bought the game on Wii. That's the original. Oh yeah, the delay is crazy. I hope that's fine. Yeah, no. I bought it originally on Wii. This was back like pre-2013, by the way. I was a kid. I was a child. Absolutely loved the game to death. 2013, I got an Xbox 360. For that, I got Origins. And then I later bought Rayman Legends, which has within it the Back to Origins levels, which not literally, but basically bundles another copy of the game within it. So I have bought legitimately 3 different copies of the game. And so I feel fine with not buying it for a 4th time. I have given Ubisoft my money. I have given them plenty of my hard-earned dollars. And so while I sort of play a little coy with like when I'm doing PlayStation 2. Yeah, no, a little bit too much, yeah. Especially if the rumors are true and they're making new Rayman games, which seems likely, and they cancel them, won't feel too bad. You know the whole thing with Silksong, where people are like, "Oh my God, it's never gonna release," and then the Silksong fans went crazy, justifiably so. Rayman has not had a new console release of any game besides DLC for Rabbids in 13 years. This isn't even as bad as the Half-Life people who haven't had a new game, like a new proper game since Alex, and that was the VR port, and that was like 6 years ago? I forget. It came out in 2020. So about 6 years ago. And then before that, the last Half-Life thing was Half-Life 2 Episode 2, which was in the 2000s. So I'm not claiming I'm having it the worst, but I want this game so bad. I want a new Rayman game. I am fine with getting a Rayman 1 remake and whatever this new other thing is gonna be. I'm fine. I'm fine with it. I want Rayman. The only other Rayman games besides the console ones, uh, the ones that haven't had a new entry in like 13 years, are Lost Media Apple Arcade exclusive titles that are auto runners, which I've heard some of them are good. Unfortunately, I'd have to figure out how to emulate an old Apple phone on my computer, figure out how to play those games, and then just like stream it, because but you know, so here's the general history of Rayman. So Rayman 1, right? Rayman 1 came out on the PlayStation 1. Generally critically acclaimed, a bit of a cult classic, very good platformer. I'm getting sent to buy bread, I'll be back. Alright. I will keep going with my story, and then once you're back, I will repeat myself. I enjoy repeating myself, I enjoy yapping. But you know, let's see. Critically acclaimed, released on literally every platform they could have. Turn it into an educational game. Billion different ones. Then Rayman 2 comes out. It is a 3D platformer. It's also released many different ports. Many different ports. Also critically acclaimed. Then the third one comes out. It's also a 3D platformer, but focuses a little bit more on combat. People like it. Rayman 3 Hoodlum Havoc. Pretty good. I think it's on PlayStation 2. If it's on PlayStation 2, I can play it on stream sometime. Rayman 3 PlayStation 2. Rayman 3 Hoodlum Havoc is a 2003 platform game developed and published by Ubisoft, and the third major installment in the Rayman series. It follows Rayman yada yada yada. GameCube, PlayStation 2, Xbox, and Microsoft Windows. Okay, so it is on the PlayStation 2. That means I will be able to play it for you eventually. I want to play every, not every Rayman game available, but, a version of every console Rayman game that I can get my hands on. Alright, and to specify what that means, that's Rayman 1. I might play Rayman Redemption instead for that, just to show some support to Raimani, who is a Finnish streamer who did work on creating Rayman Redemption as this free fan game on Game Jolt. That is a remake and remaster of Rayman 1 with quality of life stuff, with new like the tidbits and things like that. Generally a good time, very nice, highly recommend. I'll be honest, after Rayman 3, there was many canceled Rayman 4s. Many canceled Rayman 4s, very tragic. Which eventually became Rayman Raving Rabbids. If you like Rayman, you know and probably hate the rabbits. A little bit of context for me, though. There was a Raving Rabbids television show, a cartoon for children, a baby show for babies, if you will. And it was me, I'm babies. And I watched it a bit as a kid. Didn't really like it all that much. Listened enough to remember. Had no idea it involved Rayman at all. I was a fan of Rayman. I watched the Rabbids show. Had no idea. Later on, found out that the Rabbids killed Rayman. They used his legacy as a jumping off point for their own franchise. And then Rayman hadn't had a thing for a few years, for a good few years until like between 2003 and 2008, which is a fair amount of time, but not too much. That's like 5 years if I'm doing the mental math right. About 5 years ish. Rayman Origins comes out. Amazing game, wonderful platformer. Right, a solid 9.5 out of 10. Highly recommend. There are things that sort of bug me a little bit, but those sort of add to the experience. Like, you know when in a relationship there are like little annoyances, but like you just like grin and bear them because like the person you love and the relationship you have with them wouldn't be the same without said like minor annoyances. And so honestly, like you wouldn't want to change it for anything. That's sort of my opinion on Rayman Origins. There are some things there where it's like, it doesn't feel great. Uh, Overall, very good. I prefer it a little bit over Rayman Legends, which comes next between 2008 and 2013, which is another long wait. Rayman Legends comes out. Very good. It updates Rayman Origins Ubi Art software. Uh, like game engine to allow for 3D models. Right, allows for 3D models, allows for some very cool stuff that you literally could not do in the UbiArt framework before this. Uh, Very cool. Best sold Rayman game of all time, I think, if I remember right. Like not the most cult classic one, but definitely one that like the general populace really enjoyed. It originally came out on the Wii U. That's where it was meant to be. That's where the Murphy mechanic is best implemented. And uh then later on they decided to port it onto every other console because they were like, man, the Wii U's not getting a lot of versions. Wait, no. I have I've bought copies of Rayman Origins 4 times technically. So yeah, once you're back, a fourth time would be too much. It was too much because guess what? I have bought Rayman Legends twice. Once for the Wii U. May that Wii U and the all the games on it rest in peace. My dad sold it for cigarette money. And on my Xbox 360. And so yeah, I 4 times. I love Rayman. Mm. Hey Dicey. Oh my god. Also, sorry for the delay. I'm dual streaming on YouTube. I decided to make the mistake of changing it to 60 frames because that's what I did on not Steam. Yeah, I decided to stream 60 FPS. Big problem. Great to see you. I'm ranting about Rayman. I'm raving about Rayman. It's great to see you. Begone Discord notification. You know, like, how do I put this? Portal and Rayman are both series that I would describe as my autism games. They are my autism games. I love Rayman. I love Portal. If every game was Rayman or Portal, I would be happy. Like, not literally Rayman or Portal, but like, they're really good, man. They're really good. Also talking about daddy issues. Oh yeah. No, that was more talking about the history of Rayman and because earlier I was like, oh yeah, I've bought Rayman, or I've had 4 official copies of Rayman Origins that I have bought in my life. I have bought them in my life. And so once I play Rayman Origins, I will not be playing on an official copy because I do not want to give them money for a 5th copy. But 2 of those copies are technically also Rayman Legends because they have the Back to Origins levels within them. And so I have 2 copies of Rayman Legends, 4 copies of Rayman Origins, and one of those copies, and the Wii U that it was on, plus stuff like Mario Kart 8 and so on and so forth, were sold by my dad for cigarette money. Like, that's not really like a big, like, oh no, I'm sad, the daddy issue thing. I'm just sort of stating facts. Like, that's just kind of a thing that happened. That was, like, more than a decade ago now. So can I plan a murder? Not unless you want to do it in Vegas. Like, I don't know. And also, I can't legally condone murder. So I'm going to say no. For legal purposes, I'm saying no. It is also against TOS to condone murder, so I'm TOS wise saying no. You know what they say about whatever happens in Vegas? Exactly. Okay, so now I have to fix this up a little bit, because it is bugging me. Oh, but yeah, and then after Rayman Legends, which critically acclaimed, most popular Rayman game of the series sales-wise. Maybe not critically acclaimed-wise. People love Rayman 2. People absolutely, like, glaze Rayman 2. After that, 13 years later, after I bought that game twice when it was new, when it was 2013, might I add. No new Rayman game outside of Lost Media auto runners for the Apple Arcade. Like, technically there's Rayman Raving Rabbids, but like the Rabbids killed they killed my favorite Uncle Rayman. So they cannot be forgiven. And now he's shown up as DLC in a Rabbid game. But to be fair, he looks really good. Okay, I should be streaming once again. Says connect my encoder to start preview. Okay. Okay, things are a little rough. How is this? So that's working. How is that? I'm back. Or I should be back. That is good. Hello, hello, hello. Everyone, my stream is back up now. Enter. There we go. Okay. Slice bread slice. Why do you say my... Okay, you say connect... Never mind, it'll be back up. Okay, how's that? So, Jover, we're so back. Okay, sick. We are winning. Okay. I can actually close that, and then we'll see. Back just in time. Absolutely bozos the internet. Hi, welcome back. Hi, how are things? Are you guys both here still? Are you winning, son? Twitch is telling me that it has failed to determine the cause of a disconnection, but that is fine. That's fine. I know why. I know why things are happening. It's because my internet died. Open that in split screen view. Open you in split screen view. YouTube, I believe in you. Announcement moment. Hold on, let me. There we go. Okay, I can see chat messages now. Epic. All right. I'm glad you've returned. Now I can explain all of Rayman all over again, because as I said, I'd repeat when you got back. Also, the delay's not as bad because I switched to 30 frames. Thank you, Nightbot. That should be posted to the live chat on YouTube separately, but it hasn't. And time for yapping. But you know, okay, so hold on, stuff is happening. I may have to reload Twitch on my phone again. I see your chat, by the way. I saw it. Open in split screen view. Select you. Chat is now available. But the chat is delayed on my end. Because but yeah, no, yeah, yapping all over again. Very cool, very awesome. So, PlayStation 1, in the mid to late 90s, Rayman 1 comes out. Relatively successful. In an era of emerging 3D platformer gameplay, they decided to just stick tried and true with just a very well done 2D, like, classic platformer. And that's how you get that's how you get the epic and cool Rayman 1. Oh, went to the wrong tab. Oh boy. All right. There we go. All right. I'm hearing myself in different delays. That's very funny. Piano. And then Rayman 1 gets released to literally everything. If they had smart appliances back in the day, Rayman would have been on there. Rayman 100% would have been on there. Right? They turn it into educational games for teaching people how to spell and do math and and stuff like that. Like, literally everything. Then, a few years later, Rayman 2 comes out, also ported on literally everything. The most cult classic, like, critically acclaimed one out there. It's not the best sold one. We'll get to the best sold one later. But it is generally considered very good. Then, in 2003, the year I was born, by the way, Rayman 3 comes out. Rayman 3 Hoodlum Havoc. It updates the Rayman 2 formula by making the combat actually good. But most people generally consider... Hold on. Hold on, there's a bit of a problem. I'm looking at the YouTube. It's showing the Twitch canvas. This shouldn't be. It should be showing the YouTube canvas, which is slightly different. I'm 1 year older. Congratulations on being old. You win. You're a winner. Oh, no, this can't be. Oh, my cat wants up. Hi. Now go and sit down. And then about 5 years later, about 5 years later, this is where my personal relationship with Rayman comes in. In 2008, they release, using their new revolutionary Ubi art framework, Ubi art framework. So for context on game engines, is that game engines that could do what they did with Rayman Origins would not come out for a while. So they were on the cutting edge. They were on the edge. They were edging. That is a joke. I take that back, but not because I'm sorry. And I got this for the first time on the Nintendo Wii. This was back when console versions were different depending on the port. And I got this game and I absolutely fell in love. I forget how I got it, but this was, I was young, so of course I don't remember. And my mom and I would play this game all the time. This was like our favorite game collectively. Very good game, love it to death. Then, in 2013, I would get my hands on the final model of the Xbox 360, the Xbox 360E. Now, the Xbox 360E was the one that looks boxy and sort of is meant to emulate the shape of an Xbox One, but is actually an Xbox 360. And through that console, I got my hands on the Xbox 360 version of Rayman Legends. I also got my hands on the Xbox 360 version of Rayman Origins. So I also absolutely love Rayman Legends. And this is also right around the time when my dad was trying to impress me and got me a bunch of consoles and movies and stuff and like a TV and shit. And I got some of my favorite games I've ever played were on the Wii U. I played Super Mario 3D World. There was Rayman Legends. There was Rayman Legends, right? Yeah, no, Rayman Origins is sort of what I've been talking about. I've played it on the Wii. Oh yeah, sick. Uh, Fun fact about that version had fewer enemies, and fewer looms. Also, technically, they're looms because the lums are a different thing. Thank you, the French. Very cool. Where was I? Oh yeah, and then of course he sold that shit for cigarette money, which is I've definitely gotten over now. It's been over a decade. Like literally, it's been a while. And yeah, no, it's fine. And then after that, right? Love these games to death. I have them at my house on Xbox 360 and Wii. Guess that's why the Wii wasn't really popular here. Really? That's interesting. What was popular? Because like globally speaking, the Wii is the second most sold console after the PlayStation 2. And so like so many people tried to do like Wii ports for games, and even like way after they moved on from the Wii. Oh, let's see. I and then I absolutely love these games, play them to death. I've actually 100%ed these games before. Uh, except for Rayman Origins. Like, how do I put this? I have gotten to literally the final level of Rayman Origins. Every medal, every trophy, every tooth, right? And then at the final level, I gave up. Literally at the very end. I didn't know it was the very end at the time. If I knew it was the end, I would have pushed through. Rayman Legends, I've 100%ed it as well, as best I could. Because of low selling numbers? Damn. Interesting. It would be really funny if that was a lie, but it's more interesting if that's true. Like, it is way more interesting if that's true. Just like, oh, stuff that's popular isn't necessarily popular everywhere. Like, I know that Neo Geo like, for a long time was majorly popular in Brazil. I think the Neo Geo, right? It's the one where the big fuck off cartridges and you could play a bunch of arcade games on it. Like I know a console like that was really popular in Brazil. I also know the Jaguar was relatively popular. Like the Atari Jaguar. There we go. Something was bugging me about the tree and I fixed it. Yeah, absolutely love these games to death. Basically 100%ed them. And then 2013, 2013, of course, no game would go by. 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 22, 23, 24, 25, and now 26. And still no new Rayman. The 3 wasn't 3ing. Oh no, the tree. Right. Sorry. I was like, yeah, because the H. No, I need to count a tree. That's actually a particle of some people's accents, so I'm not necessarily making fun of it. Like, a lot of people actually say tree instead of 3. Rayman, please, I beg of you. And there have been rumors and leaks and stuff that hold weight. They're like actually properly holding weight. That new Rayman stuff is actually in the works. Now, some of the dumbasses online who are like, oh, it's just a remake, it's going to be bad, could cool it. Ubisoft hears feedback about leaks in order to see if they should go through with projects. You saw this with the Prince of Persia game that got canceled. Please cool it so that they don't cancel Rayman again. But like there's hope we may get new Rayman stuff. Let me grab some water. There we go. Water is so yummy. I don't know. I believe. You're gonna need a bucket and a mop for this one. Yeah, and like eventually, I really want to play all console versions of Rayman on stream sometime. Like I have the Duck Station emulator, so I can play an official Rayman 1 game disc on official consoles. Now get it at your local retailers. Also called emulation. And I have a PlayStation. I have PCSX 2. Which means that I can play Rayman 2 and 3. And the reason why I'm able to say those is because you can just get the ROMs for those games off archive.org. That's where I get my stuff. And frankly, it's the only trusted source for game ROMs. Like, I don't trust a sketchy website. And I won't say where I get more recent games. I will not, because I cannot support piracy legally and in terms of as a content creator. All the games I play on stream so far, and most of the games I will going forward, will be officially bought or at least gotten on Steam. Why I say gotten on Steam is some of them are free games. Some of them were free. Oh, and also some that I got as free game deals on Epic Games. That's the only reason I have Epic. The legally 72 legally? You know, legally I can't. You know, but Alright, let me stretch there. Hi. My cat is very cute. No, I will not be sharing her face. That would be revealing my cat's identity, unfortunately. Yeah. But yeah, no, so, you know, legally I can't say where I get my stuff, but you could probably find it. I won't confirm if it's the one that I use. But yeah, no, most of the games will be obtained officially and fully, like, unambiguously legally. Secret cat, yeah. I have 2 cats. I used to have 3. May karma rest in peace. I love my cats dearly. I keep meaning to like do art of my cats and then put them here, but I haven't. Oh, that would be fun. That would be really fun. Is having a world in this game be like a cat world? You know, a fun world of royal cats, and like some of the main characters that people meet will be like could be based off of cats that I've had through my life. Because I've had a lot of cats. You know, like I could put Penelope, I could put Gracie, my elderly cat. I could put my cat Lou. May she rest in peace. She died April 2024. There's Dulce, who died. I forget how. Karma, who's the most recent one to die. She died of reasons involving health complications with poor quality food. Make sure to get your cat's actual high quality food. In the long run, it's actually probably cheaper to just get them like actual fresh meats because you can portion them out. They don't actually eat a lot. Oh yeah, sort of like an Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, no, that'd be sick. Plus, did you know Alice in Wonderland is fully public domain? I could just make Alice in Wonderland. Like, it is fully public domain, as long as I don't base it, like, directly on the Disney version, which is not yet. I could do whatever I want. I could do whatever I want with Alice in Wonderland. You know, Alice in Wonderland, Alice Through the Looking Glass. Also, I do like the name Alicia a little better than Alice, even though it's literally the same. It just, I don't know, it sounds better. Maybe that'll be the next world after this. I don't know. Yeah, and it doesn't even have to be. Oh, how do I put this? Um, there's this book that listen. I stole this book from my middle school. I still have it. I'm an adult now. They do not want it back. That is like, uh, something the Looking Glass Wars, where it's like a dark and gritty version of Alice in Wonderland. Taking some inspirations from that, like robots and shit, could be cool. Like the soldiers in that are like fun little automata that fold up into cards and out, sort of like Star Wars Droideka stuff. There's so many versions. Oh yeah, it'd be really fun to go through. There's also like these Alice in Wonderland games I want to play. I don't think they remember. Yeah, no, exactly. It still has the school library like sticker on it. They'd be like, "This is a book," so that if kids try and be like, "No, this is my book," they can look at the sticker and go, "Uh-huh, yeah, sure, bud." Uh-huh, yeah, for sure, bud. Yeah, your book. Then why does it have the library sticker on it? But you know, I took it. I put it in my bag at the end of the day. I didn't even mean to take it is the thing. I wasn't like, I'm gonna steal this book. I was just like, oh, the book. With my stuff, it's mine. And then I've had it since middle school. And I've done that many times, but that's the only book I still have. Listen, I've had it for longer than the school. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, no, and like doing some cool like robot stuff could also be fun. Oh, here's another fun idea. If it's cats, right? If it's cats, and I decided all the enemies are gonna be like the little guy. I put some more of them here. Here's some more of the little guys. And then where's more? And then like where is it? And then the little guy, right? If they're little guys in suits, right? Then they could be like they could kind of look like they're from the Cats musical, like the Broadway, not the movie. I don't even really like Cats. I've seen it. I've seen the 80s like Broadway show. It's fine. It didn't really catch my fancy. Oh, imagine a robot cat. Yeah. Sorry, I just now saw that message because Twitch decided, like the actual chat thing on Twitch decided to not update. It's fine. I've sent links to it in the Discord, but there's this one show on YouTube called Big Top Burger, if you've watched it. And a big part of the show's plot is Cats the musical. Like Steve, the one of the main characters who's a clown from outer space. Was Deuteronomy. Like he played the character Old Deuteronomy. But you know, like having some of that as a reference could be cool. Also, it's sort of like a double reference to Big Top Burger. Because, you know, clowns in cat suits being, yeah, in outer space. Because this is how I'm imagining people get, like, from level to level. I'm not super proud of this art anymore, but it gets the idea across, so it's fine. We'll work on this. And so, you know, clowns dressed as cats in outer space is just sort of a natural fit. Have one that looks a little bit like Steve. Or the clown that is is played by Alex Hirsch. Shout out Alex Hirsch. He was a big part of my childhood. I loved Gravity Falls. Oh god, I just realized there's a one of the worlds I want to do for this is like a magical forest, and I've decided how to make it whimsical is make the players small, make all the mushrooms big and the bugs big and the animals large. You know, your classic, and having some Gravity Falls stuff in there is also fun. Yeah, we absolutely love adventures. Also, fun fact about Gravity Falls, it's set, not fun, I guess it's a fun fact, but it's very obvious if you've, like, watched any of the show. It is set in Oregon. Gravity Falls, Oregon is based off of a relatively small town in Oregon named Boring. Boring is not that far of a drive from here. Gravity Falls is a local show made by somebody who grew up in this state, Alex Hirsch. With characters based on him and his twin sister, being Dipper and Mabel. And so, you know, adding some nods to that could also be a little special thing like, hey, this is my home, I love it. And having some, like, weird cryptid creatures and stuff like that. And, like, you know, the Gravity Fall gnomes as well could be fun. Like having one of those, but having them be big, having them be sort of a massive boss. Like, oh, you have to get around them and run from them. Like that'd be cool. I'd like that. You know, every time I read the adventure, and I love how it sounds like a big adventure. We love adventures here. Is that I keep reading adventures, like adventures here, and I go, oh yeah, adventure, like Adventure Time, and then my brain changes what you said to fit my vision of reality. But no, I mean, Adventure Time could also be a fun thing to pull from because of how important it was to me, but only like little bits. Oh, do I still have the... Do I still have the screenshot? I do! Let me find them. Here they are. So here's like a little mood board for these past two. Let me turn it off again. These two things here. Turn back on. Turn back on. Gotta go to eat. All right. I added some stuff from the Sea of Serendipity in from Rayman Origins in this. Like you can see what I mean. Have a nice stream. Thanks again for popping by. I'd love to see you sometime soon. Yeah, hope I find. Yeah, the hope I come across you another time. Plus, like multiplayer Mondays are a thing. So if you ever want to pop by, play some stuff, uh, that'd also be cool. Thanks for popping by. Ah, but yeah, no. Doing some stuff like that, really like getting deep into the influences that I find are special to me. You know, stuff from my childhood, stuff from my home, things like that. You know, that'd be very fun. Uh, I don't want to keep to like natural world stuff. It's just I like nature. I like nature. I'm thinking of once summer hits, I want to do some more volunteer work. I hope that I'm gonna be able to go back to college. You know, I want to do stuff for natural resources. I want to learn about it. I've been missing it a lot. I've been really missing it. Thank you, Nightbot. It seems that Nightbot's not working with YouTube chat yet, which is really unfortunate. It should be allowed to do that. But it has not yet. Reconnecting to chat. Very cool. Oh, boy. Don't mind me sounding a little stuffed, a little stuffy. Mwah. Kissing my cat on the forehead. Kissing my cat on the forehead, Gordon. Oh god, that reminds me. Referencing Half-Life VR, but the AI self-aware has reminded me. Wayne Radio TV on Tumblr.com. When is it starting? March 14th. Almost a month from now. Or not almost, a little more than a month from now. Half-Life 2, but the AI is self-aware, is coming out. It's releasing. It's happening. It's actually happening. Oh, sorry. Oh, there we go. You want off my lap? Okay, sorry that I'm being loud. I know you want I know you want to be EP. I apologize. But yeah, I'm so excited. There are gonna be so many jokes to turn into vocal stems. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be sick, Chad. It's gonna be sick and cool. Hi, Missy Miss. I see you wandering around. Do you want out? Do you want out, Missy Miss? No, you're just sniffing the ground at something I don't know is there. All right, that's fine. Let's see. I might also want to do something based off of like Treasure Planet and Atlantis and the Iron Giant, you know, that sort of stuff. Because that shit is my jam. Those are like them and Up make up 4 out of 5 of my top 5 movies of all time. Of all time. Yes, they're a little bit older movies, and yes, there have been phenomenal movies to come out recently. Like Fully. Right? Like, I'm not saying, oh, it was so good then. Why aren't there good movies now? It's just, no, it's... Hmm. They're just my favorite. I forget what my number 5 is, but those are consistently in my top 5. I may do a little bit of a gradient on this sky a little bit later. Yes, yeah, no, I'm correct in these things. As you know, I am always right and have never been wrong. Editor, who is me, show a random time where I've been wrong. Yeah. I've never been wrong. And when I say editor, who is me, do that is because, fun fact, and here's a little announcement. Here's a little announcement, gamers. I have started editing down old VODs. I'm working on the very first VOD of me playing Portal 1 and 2. All the way back January of last year. It's a little tedious to do the editing, I'm going to be honest, because I'm adding subtitles because I don't trust YouTube to do subtitles for me. And that is taking a long time, and along the way I'm finding more ways to edit stuff, so what can you do? Once that happens, once that goes through, I will be going and, releasing a 5 edited VOD batch. I'm going to upload a 5-thing batch because it's cool and awesome. But that's not why. So here's a little fun thing for people who want to get into making content. A good idea is to make 5 episodes of content and or like 5 videos, release them all at once, and then do a regular release of stuff. So here's my plan. Here's my epic and cool plan. Eggman, do the master plan. Is I'm able to milk 4 edited videos out of that one VOD, and then I'm gonna do a little sneak peek behind the curtain. I'm gonna be doing an edit of the Goldie Roger the Goldie Roger VOD. I think that VOD will only need like 1 video as it. So that should be fine. Sorry, I thought there was something in my epic and cool pondering orb that has the solar system in it. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone catch up with the Twitch in real time where it's like jumping. That is fascinating. That's not happening with my stream manager. Is that happening with any of you guys? Or is that just my phone? That is truly fascinating. Man. Hold on, I'm seeing people's chat messages go through in real time. Wow. Oh, that buffering noise is bad. Oh, no, that's just a delay in the chat, even though the chat should look different. Wow. We are discovering everything today. Oh boy, we are discovering the universe. All right, and then the buffer on my phone begins once again, and it'll do catch up later. Or maybe it won't, who knows? Let me open sorry, I'm getting distracted by technical things. Let me look at my channel. Okay. There we go. Very cool. I think what's throwing me off about this is that this is more like real color. Welcome to the actual color. Welcome to the amazing digital circus. Alright, and then get this general basic blobby ass shape. This will be fixed later. I don't even know if I want to have it look like this in the end product, but we will get there as we... hopefully not coughing. Get there. A lot of the worst coughing was not picking up on my mic. Consider yourselves lucky. Actually, not lucky. That's part of the design. That's why I put filters on my mic. Man. Oh. Back to drawing trees. I love trees, Gordon. There. You know, maybe I'll do like a sky gradient or something. It's throwing me off a little bit because this is more like realistic color. As you know, it's a little funky considering everything else is so vibrant and beautiful, including hell. You are going to hell. I am having a headache. You are going to hell. This is the one who I sent you to hell. Waving my hands, I have a big hangover. God, I'm hearing the cacophony of totally not the Alphabusa voice, don't worry about it. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, none of you will ever hear that. That is gorgeous. Oh, that was magical. Oh, just imagine hearing I have a hangover. You are going to hell. Like 3 times over. Oh, it's gorgeous. Why not have another dead tree? As a little treat, as a little treat for the treat boy. I'm the treat boy. I deserve a treat. I deserve a tasty little treat. All right, there we go. And no, I actually like that side, so I'm gonna do something like that, maybe? I probably should stop fiddling with it. I forgot. That is on the same layer. I mean, for those who don't know, the story of that funny little guy, this man, this guy. And by the way, this is in between levels. This is sort of the idea of what it's gonna be like in between levels. Like you're going to the level, you're doing your act, you're doing your funny little circus act, and then between the an intermission and stuff, you go into the back of everything, right? It's very cool, it's very awesome, and then you find this guy in a random snack stand, like, uh, and then uh, and then he sends you to hell. Like he's like, you are you are going to hell. And then he's literally sends you to hell because he's an all-powerful wizard, and then you have to do platforming shit in hell and get back out to continue your adventure, which will be in the first world, by the way. I actually think I want that to be in the first world. I think I want that to happen. I don't want it to like keep happening necessarily, but I do want. No, I want there to be an interaction with him where he sends you to a place, and it's a different place every time until the final fight with him, where most of it is platforming, going back to the places you've he sent you to, like go to hell, sending you to do not look at me. But yeah, and then like at the end, you finally get to him, right? Because each time you go to a new place, you are getting closer. You get close to him, you hit him, and he goes down. Like he's not dead, he just goes down. He decides that that it's too much work. It's too much work, and they like you can keep hitting him, and he makes funny noises like but like, he's not getting back up. Like he's alive. He's not even really hurt. He's just he's not getting back up. I live in a wine box. I live in an empty box of wine. I want to go back to bed. I'm still in my pajamas. I'm still in pajamas. God, the cacophony of the man is fascinating. Oh God. I want to find a way how to edit that so that you can like that pops in, because that's gonna be awesome. That is amazing. I am a big fan. But the first one should be hell. You're going to hell. And like he's not a part of the circus, by the way. He is under the employment of somebody who wants to destroy the circus. You're going to... God, I fucking love that voice. Alpha Boosta does it. It's canonically the voice of Mike Dragonwrath in Hunt of the Parenting, where he goes, "Do not have socks on your foot. Do not have socks on your foot. Not now, kitten whiskers. I am doing an advertisement." There we go. Do not burn me of the goat. Yeah. Flame. Goat. What is this golden? Hello. Put in Swedish. Couple of bucking. I'm probably bucking. Or something similar because of how he says hoppin'. Like, your girl support hobby hoppin'. It is local to Sweden. Jävla bucket. Ah. Splendid. I have an idea. Gentlemen, I may not have a brain, but I have an idea. Yeah, guys, gamers, I have an idea. It's very cool and awesome, and I have an idea. I hope I'm not overcompensating today because I had to listen to myself from a year ago, and I'm like, here's how I've improved over the year. Like, literally, I was listening back to one of my first streams, the first, Portal 1 and 2 stream was... Let me look back at my channel. That's not the right one. I'm looking at my channel now. View your channel. Actually, I need YouTube Studio. Okay, where am I? It should not say the Alvida Pirates sure are shady. That's not what this stream is called. It's called It's Cloncept Art Time, but... Channel dashboard. What can you do? Content. Sorry, I'm looking. Go to 50 videos. Keep going. 3 page. 4 page. Yeah, no, so there's the greetings one and all stream plans then art time, which was my very first stream ever. That was my very first stream. January 7th. Then there was yapping time and then some world building. Which was that same week. And then that Sunday is the VOD clowning around in Portal 1 and 2, which is what I'm now editing. So, looking back at how far I've progressed, oh god. Oh man, like, how do I put this? I sounded better than some streamers I have personally seen. But I started morphing into Futurama, help. But not the best I've seen either. Like, frankly, I don't know. Like, I've definitely gotten a lot better. I've improved a lot over the past, like, bit over a year now. Alright, and I can't wait to improve some more and have some more, of you lovely, lovely audience. You know, to enjoy my content, right? I want my content to be out there for the likes of, you! Points vaguely in the you direction. Oh. Man, those are fun. What do I do now? Okay, that is on that layer. Why did I put that on that layer? Oh, I have a beautiful idea. What a wonderful idea! Thank you, Ronald McDonald, for that reference, because otherwise we wouldn't have Flowey saying it in Undertale. The 2015 indie video game. Alright, there we go. I thought I messed up royally on something. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Imagine if you knew. Do you know? Are you a knower? Unlikely. Mr. Charlie Puth with the keys. Good golly. Alright. Alright, so what if I actually made it you? Dr. Bees! God, the new Dr. Bees came out recently. Dr. Bees Forever. It is good. An apiary? Why is it called an apiary if there are no apes? The evil supervillain, Anacroname! Size 15's good, I think. Very possibly. It may be good. That's right, I'm Anacroname. Inside the ginormous cake that encompasses all of Minnesota. Oh, 32's a good size. If only there was somebody to help. Dr. Bees. After the end of every adventure, you'd have a horrible and mysterious death. Oh, you must be confusing me for my cousin, dead Dr. Bees. All right. This coloring is really starting to pay off. It's my enemy, evil Dr. Bees. Oh, that's right, I suppose. Okay, and then we do we give them a little bit of a what for. I tell you what, we give you a little what for. We punch you in the jimmy. We rustle your jib. Actually, it's the other way around. Oh, god damn it. All right, there we go. I will keep you. But then I will change your world. Oh god, I just remembered last night, I watched this really cool video essay on this like entirely claymation point and click adventure game called Neverhood. And it looks like such a fun game to stream. I'm gonna find a way to get my hands on it. It reminds me of hold on. Let me finish this and then I can open Steam to look for it again. Steam! Dr. Steam! Wishlist! I completely forgot that I have Thomas and Friends Wonders of Sodor on my wish list. As well as Camelot 10,000 CE. Yep, looks really fun. It's like a fun little co-op wizard game. I'd like to get it sometime. Bogus Minted, The Longings, Heaven Max Beyond Time and Space, Ghost Trick, Grim Fandango. The 7 Max games and Grim Fandango and like the Monkey Island games are also some that I want to play. Let's see, Mist, that's not what I'm looking for. Papers, Please always gets interaction, but I don't know how much I really want it. A bunch of the Ape games, Spyro Reignited Trilogy, which I could just play now. Fun fact, I could, but I want to get it officially. Psychonauts I can get on my PlayStation 2, but Psychonauts 2 I want to get. Disney Pixar Toy Story 3, the video game. Where are you? Where are you? I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm turning into Goofy. Here it is. The Many Pieces of Mr. Pooh. Let me find a good image to emphasize what I mean. This is what I mean. Where's a very good, where's my favorite image from the, oh, that's a very good one. That's also good. Man, it's all good. I think this was my favorite. This is coming from directly the Steam page. This is The Many Pieces of Mr. Coo. This is one I very, very much want to play on stream sometime. In fact, I just want to play it on my own. Look at that. It looks like one of those old, like, I Spy games in a lot of places. Like, yeah, can you tell why this is right up my alley? This is my fucking jam. Let me look if the Neverhood. The Neverhood is not on Steam. Where can I play? Where can I play the Neverhood? Please bring, Oh! It's the spiritual successor? Let me see. Armicrog. So there's a spiritual successor, to... Oh, I should probably add this to wishlist. Our reviews are mixed, man. I'll still check it out. I'll still probably check that out. That sounds fun. Where? Hold on. Showing. Hold on. Bam, 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 bam. There's a spiritual successor to the Neverhood called Armicrog. I will be playing that on stream, but I still want to see images of the Neverhood. Oh, is it on Internet Archive? That is a very tiny image. I will need to go to the Wikipedia. Oh, to you. Open image in new tab. No. Well, like, hold on, no. I'll find a better image. Wikipedia, give me your gallery. You will not. Open it in no time. I am stealing somebody's thumbnail. I will not be giving them credit because I have not seen their video. The never heard, okay. This is the Neverhood. It is an entirely claymation point-and-click adventure game. It is made by the same person who did Earthworm Jim, which is also a game that I want to play. Just because, actually, I have before. Never really stuck with me. I'm gonna be honest, but I want to play it. I want to give it another try. I've heard that it's a cult classic. The art style is immaculate. It was published by DreamWorks Interactive, and it looks very cool. It has sort of a basic-ish plot. Its lore is a little complicated. Its plot is basically, creator of the world made a friend. The friend became evil and stole the crown from the guy. Do the right thing, not the wrong thing. Like, it is a very basic game in that sense, but like its art style and everything looks super fun and interesting. I want to get. It also reminds me of Poco, which is actually. Is it next? Is it? I don't think it's next. I should probably work on that model though. Let's see. Is Poco the next? No, it is next. Like, after Blasphemous, we're gonna be doing Poco because it's a fun little game. And then we'll be getting back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney after that because I want to play the second game. I want to play, what was it, Justice for All is the second game? Whatever the second game is, because I want to play all of them. I also have Apollo Justice on my wish list. But yeah, I have the Apollo Justice trilogy on my wish list. I just, haven't really. Oh, I shouldn't have lifted my stylus. Another set of games I want to play. Oh, actually, I have an idea. What are your guys' thoughts? I don't know if anybody's in stream or in chat to see this, but I'm sort of bouncing this idea. What are your guys' thoughts on going through with it and doing a proper Let's Play channel of like games that maybe I can't get to on stream? Because I do want to do other stuff on Sunday besides just gameplay eventually. Like I said, I want to do like reading books. I want to do that one series of like the Undertale fandom retrospective. That all that goodness. Sort of anything else. Not anything else, but I think you might know what I mean. I'm hoping you know what I mean. 5%. Let me make the size bigger. Not all that much bigger, but a bit bigger. Wop. It'll give another opportunity for people to discover my shit. it's a way to like actually be able to play stuff that I want to play without being like, oh, does this fit into the stream format? Will people like it? You know, will people stay for that? All that stuff, because it's an entirely different medium. And then I could even use it as like a game vetting process where like if a game is like if a game is good and like I'm really liking it on a let's play, I could be like, you know what, this is gonna go on the streaming the game list. Like that seems like it could end up being a good idea. I just wanted to bounce that idea off of well, either anybody that's here and wants to chime in, or like just off the wall. You know, bounce it off the wall. See if you stick picks you up, bounces you off the wall. You know, like a big thing I want to do is oh, what was what's the how do you say I want to go through as many like PlayStation 2 games as possible. Like I you know, the cult classics, the populars, the not Grand Theft Autos or Maddens or FIFAs. You know, not them, but you know your Shadow Tower Abysses, your Ecos, your Shadow of the Colossus, your Sly Coopers, you know, all these sorts of games that I never had access to as a kid, just by the fact that I just kind of didn't. Now I'll make you overlay once again. Oh, sorry, it just hit me with the beating. I love purple. I think I'm learning that I really like purple. I really like pink, like purple leading to like pink and then yellow. Like, oh, so nice. Still not my favorite. I still like green. Green is my favorite. Like the general like green spectrum of color is some of my favorite. Like, oh yeah, and oh yeah, this is a little more blue, but the green is undeniable. Oh yeah. Okay, so there, that is. I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna make you normal. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, that's why. That because this is normal. I was just on the wrong layer. Whose brain was this? Abby something. Abby something. Abby normal. You gave me an abnormal brain? Let's spread this joy a little bit further, like Nutella. This is actually the first time I've swapped brushes in this, because I think this deserves it. This is the first and possibly last time, folks. What was it, like 63? Because it needs some of that grit. It needs some of that gritty. It starts doing the gritty. There we go. All right. Sick. I was like, why isn't that working? It's the wrong color, you dingle doinkus. There we go. All right, there we go. Just to smooth this a little tiny bit further, but still allow for some of that good grain. This person has a new, or a newer at this point, brush pack. I have not gotten it yet. I am very happy with these brushes. They make me happy. I like these. I like them. They're my friends. They're my friends. I like them. They're good to me. Okay, so there's that. There you are, my friend. Let me put this to 15% opacity. And then this, I don't know, size 14. Or maybe, what if I did opacity 30? Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, yeah. So I've made a duty. I made a uh-oh stinky. I made an uh-oh stinky poopy. I have fixed it. What if I roughed you up a little bit more, you beautiful surface? Putting on the Ritz. You da 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 da. Putting on the Ritz. Da 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 da. Yeah da da da. Yeah da 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 da. But what if I undid all of that so that I could do something a little bit special? Now, we will have to learn what kind of special I mean. Either special good or special as in what I've been called all my life. All right. So I keep getting more and more ideas, and ideas are good, but they're also bad. I think 32 is a fine enough size. Super duper. Immediately, that already looks a bit better. And so I'm gonna continue with my idea. There we go. And then I think maybe sticking with this one being like half extra like lit up, and then maybe this one just having a little bit of a thing like that could be good. And then next time, oh, this one just has a little bit like that. And then, because this one is farther away. This one's a little farther away, so why not do... Yeah, so this one is gonna be, again, all the way. And then, most of the way, you see, this is where the fun happens. Me pointing to my fun room, my epic and cool fun room where cool stuff happens, this is where the fun begins. I was in the room where fun happens. And then you will have mostly that, right? Mostly this. Yeah, having a grand old time. Having a grand old. Hey, Buster, are you having a grand old time in the grand old party? You see, Buster's dead. Buster's fucking dead. This is not a political stream, but I will not shy away from politics. It's important. It's more important to talk it, talk about it than ever, frankly. All right, there we go. Very cool. Wop 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 ba da ba da ba da ba ba da 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 da. Da 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 da. I love the glazing technique when it's with weird colors. These aren't even weird colors, but like, you're getting what I mean. And like, if I remove that, look at that. That's special. You see that there's special. He's a special little boy who does special little things like draw clowns on the internet. Oh, yeah, that's what I would have did. This is cool and awesome and is making me happy. Look at that. Look at that. Make this extra shiny because that's a balloon. This glazing makes it feel almost a little more like Rayman Legends than Origins, you know what I mean? Like, cause they went for that slightly more, not even slightly more, but that more, you know, refined, rendered aesthetic than Origins, which was much more like cartoon. Rayman Origins was more cartoon, Rayman Legends was more storybook, and that's like the generally like popular way to describe it, and it's not wrong. It's certainly not wrong. That is a good way to describe it. Okay, what if I... Damn. But also, what if? This may be where the magic happens. I don't know, chat. I don't know, gamers. This may be where the magic happens. Oh God! Oh, yes. Oh, this makes me feel good. This is starting to make me feel good to look at. You know it's good when that happens. Oh, that's grand. That's Peem. That's Premium. Alright, let me... A text that's not even addressed to me. Another thing I've noticed that I've improved a lot over the past year is that when I randomly break out into song, as I have been known to do, it's gotten better. It has consistently gotten better. Uh, when I listen back to more recent recordings, I no longer cringe at it. And I was like, oh, maybe I'm just getting used to my bullshit. And then I listen back to old ones, it's like, eh, yucky. Points at myself from a year ago. Yucky you. I can get the colors from this, right? Can I? Okay, this is 38%. That's as good as it gets. That's the good percent. You know, I myself, I hate the 1%. You know, the 1%, the Epstein class. Not a fan of them. Not a fan. Don't like them. They're ruining our world. They're ruining my country. They're ruining my state. They're ruining the economy. They're raping and sacrificing and murdering kids. You know, it's fucking bad. Boy, let's see. What's a good one? Not to say this is done. It might be done. It might be done. I mean, I like it. I mean, I like it. I fucking like it. It's very good. Ugh. I ain't a big bug. Okay, so there's maybe she's bored with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe it's Maybelline. I got an ad that did the maybe it's Maybelline shit, and it didn't feel as magical as the reference. Like, I was not convinced to get the Maybelline product. Which reminds me, another public announcement. If you're watching this and not the previous stream, if you have Discord Nitro, stop that. Yeah, if you have Discord Nitro, maybe don't. This is your clown public announcement. And then next is that one infomercial about the house hippos. I want a house hippo. The crack cocaine spider said building webs is for suckers. how's it befriend? Like, I don't know. I see some ways I could render this, right? But like, this isn't meant to be actually rendered. This is supposed to just be like a fun little idea to get the shit across. You know, get the idea out of my head. Give me a strong foundation to actually move forward with. And so, you know, that's how things are. That's how things should be, frankly, with concept art. And I think starting next week, we will be able to do some fun, like, actual art, you know, actual concepts. Be like, what do I want to do with these enemies? What do I want to do with this level? Yeah, like, get more into that. We will not be doing asset design, though, until, like, after we've actually got the core of a real game. Like actual assets should be done after that, so that I know what the game needs. But you know, the concepts are cool. Concept art can never hurt. I think I I think that working on the game is going to be like the 80-20 rule. And for those who don't know, this particular 80-20 rule is that 80% of the work gets done in 20% of the time. And then the last 20% takes the rest of the 80% of the time. And so I'm sure I'll be able to get something that is workable in terms of how like the game is gonna function in an alright amount of time. What I really want to do is get the vision. Right? I want the vision. I want it to work. I want it to be good. I want it to be spectacular. It better be Gucci. You know, me looking at myself. Me looking very epically at my own self. Let me drink some water. Oh, yeah. I am Gilbert Gottfried. This better be Gucci bajangles, or else I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna take a fucking screenshot. Actually, I'm gonna readjust this. Screenshot. Okay, now that there's a screenshot, the next time I spend some time with my grandmother, I'll be able to show that because she likes my art. I sent the thumbnail pieces that I did for YouTube. If you're on my YouTube watching this right now, either live or as a VOD, hi, it's good to see you. You should be seeing the thumbnails that I worked on now. She loves them. And frankly, the only opinion I really accept is that of somebody I care about. Honestly, like, other people's feedback is useful, but I reserve the right to what was it? The right to disregard it as much as I see fit. But with you know, somebody I actually know and care about, I know full well that I'm biased. However, I do put more stake into that. I realized I forgot a whole portion of the color. I'll fix that and do another screenshot. I've realized my my epic folly, my epic fool. I am but an epic fool. I thought I was epic cool, but it turns out I'm epic fool. Ah! And then change the color of the sleeve. There's the color of the sleeve, yeah. As opposed to, I changed the color of my steel. Oh yeah. I am placing blocks and shakers. I am a fucking clown. Minecraft Steve. All right, so that is properly done. The screenshot has been taken, and in the Discord, I can go stream art. It's been a bit since I've actually put something in here, and that is my bad. That is my bad. I am so sorry. I put stuff in stream art. There we go. It's in stream art. Very epic. So now what I'm going to do, because I'm feeling like this is a good time to call it, I'm gonna be here and do my ending read. I figured out that I don't need to change it because I still talk to YouTube at the end. I've been a Bajongles. You can find me over here on Twitch and YouTube. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, noon Pacific Standard Time. I'd much appreciate a follow and subscribe. Maybe a like as well. You can... speaking of follow, though, you can follow me over on Blue Sky and Tumblr, both at BigBoyArt1, username Bajongles. And if you're watching this after the fact on YouTube, hi, make sure to like and subscribe as well if you enjoy my stuff. Links to all the stuff is in the description, including a link to the Discord. It should work. And so, with that, I will be back on Sunday to play Blasphemous. We are in the latter half of the game, apparently. And so I would like to do as much as I can. And then on Monday, again, on the Discord, we'll be doing multiplayer Mondays, so if you're able to join that, that would be wonderful. And then on Tuesday, we'll be doing more shading on the Alvita Pirates piece. And so with that, it's been a wonderful time. I will catch you all on the flip-flop. Bye.